In this video, I'm going to talk about routing in Laravel 9. In previous video, I installed Laravel. Now let's start the Laravel project that we installed in previous video by writing php artisan serve. Now it is up and running. I copy this address and I come to browser and paste and run it. As you can see, it's running here. Our project name was CMS, so in here. Now, when I write this address, if I put a slash, the result is the same because it both take me to this route. This is the route that we are accessing. Now, I come to the Laravel folder. From here we have a folder called routes. From here we have a file named with. All addresses, all routes will be written here. So right now we have this address and it returned this view. It returned the view or show the view welcome. And if we want to check whether our views stays, we go to the resource folder. From here we have a folder named views. From here, as you can see, there is a file named welcome.blade.php. So this route will take us to this file here, and it will show whatever we see in browser here. Now if I want to make my own route, we can come to this file and just, let's say, copy this address. And now I name it test, and from here we name this view. I haven't created this view. I go to this folder and create this view. Now I write test.blade.php. Now the file is created and I say something like this. I write something basic, test page. After saving, you can come to the browser and write test. After this one, you can see that our view is shown here. If I write contact, and you can see nothing will show up because we do not have a route here in web file. All routes will remain here. Now if I have a project that has multiple files, multiple categories, then I can write a new directory. As you can see here, I created a folder. I'm opening it in Explorer so you can see how it is structured. Here I have a folder with named pages. I created this folder inside the editor. So if I have a page inside this one, let's say name it contact as .blade. Blade is a templating engine which Laravel uses, so I will talk about this one in the other videos. But right now you need to give after the name of your view and .blade extension and then .php. So now I have this contact page, contact as, and in order to access this view we need to write another route, and now I name it contact, and here we need to write the folder name pages and then giving a dot and then giving the name of the file. In this way we can access any subfolder or any file in these subfolders. So the way to write is to give a dot between the names of the folder and the files. Now if I go back here and write contact and enter. As you can see, it will take us to this address. Next, if we want to check which routes we have, we can come to here, to the CMD. From here we can write, because my server is running here, I can stop this server by Control C, but I rather use another terminal, a new CMD, by running R and CMD. And as you can see here, you need to go to this address, which is the file is remain. Maybe yours is different, so I need to go to the address which my project is remain. I'm inside my folder. From here I can write php artisan and then route list. As you can see, we have many routes here. I just show you in long way, so you can see how can we list our addresses. As you're familiar, I created this route, This route was before. There are other default routes that is created by the Laravel as default, or as you can see, this route. I'm using my own terminal here in the editor. If you're using this terminal, if you're not, you can use the CMD terminal. From here, I cd inside the folder and run, and then list. As you can see, all the routes are here. We can also create a route resource which contains all the methods for accessing a page we usually use for a CRUD operation. I write route resource, and then from here I name it pages, and from here I'm just writing. Right now we do not have this class, but I'm just using it to show how route resource working. As you can see here, we have only this 7 route here, but now we created this resource, and if I go and run this command again, it will it's giving an error. So let's create this controller. Right, if you want to create a controller in Laravel, you need to write the name of the controller, and also need to add the controller to the end of the name of the controller. So I create this one. The error was because of the pages controller. Now we have here, we need to import this class also. So PHP Storm is doing that for me. I just import it here. As you can see here, its address is added. So a controller is created inside this folder. When I run the make controller command inside the HTTP, inside the controllers, now we have a controllers here. I will talk about this in other videos, but right now we have the controller. So I'm trying to fix the errors that we saw before. Now if I run the PHP route list again, you can see we have here many routes, more than 7 routes. Just because of this route resource, we have all these routes here. As you can see, we have the get pages, the post, the patch, the delete, and these 2 other gets, which all work if we want to have a CRUD page. So in HTTP we have 4 methods, which is the get, the post, the patch, the delete, and the put. There are 5 methods, and Laravel uses those methods to do the CRUD operation. So right now we are talking about the routes. So adding a resource route will add all these routes to us in a single line. We can also add these routes like this, each one individually, but in order to make very specific and very short, we can use the route resource to add all these methods for us if we need it.